from Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. And yeah, today I'm not in the kitchen. That's worse. I'm in the basement. I'm canning today, and we have our basement set up for me to can down here. I have a lot more room to spread out my canning materials and pots and pans and all that stuff, and I have a stove and a refrigerator and a big wash basin down here. So what are we canning today? Pickled spiced beets. I am not a big beet person, but Mike's mom and my dad make the best pickled spiced beets, and I love them. It's one of the few ways. I mean, I can eat beets anytime, and I like a good borscht or whatnot, but they're not usually my favorite go-to vegetable, let's put it that way. But these I love, and I got pretty ambitious and did a bushel. I have a bushel here to do. So I'm just going to take you along as I do this, and the pickled beets that I do here, they're actually the foundation for doing the red beet eggs I do later. So I'm going to show you how I set up stuff and how I do it. It's not really hard to do. Probably the most labor intensive thing is what I just got done doing, and that's scrubbing down a bushel of beets. You know, because you want to get all the dirt off of them and stuff. When I throw these in the pot to get tender and loosen up the skins, they go in with just a bit of their tops and their tails on. So you want them to be really clean, because I'm going to be using some of this juice then later as part of the brine to pickle them. Is I have my segregated beets, and the reason I have them sorted out like this is I have the really big ones here, medium ones, and then smaller ones. And I do it that way so that when you put them in the pot, you put all in the pot to boil and cook of a like size, then they should all be done nearly at the same time. It just makes it a lot easier when you're going to do this stuff up, and you're not having some parts that are cooked to mush and other parts that are still tough. So I separate my beets out like that, and then I take whatever size I'm doing at the moment, and I'm going to transfer them into a pot of boiling water. Do use gloves, because this will get all over the place. Do wear dark clothes. Do not wear light clothes. I mean, I'm pretty good at not getting messy, but some of this red beet juice always goes someplace. Work on a surface you're not worried about getting stained. I put down an old cloth, have my cutting board and paper towels, and so I can throw most of that away, and I'm not worried about this old cloth. I'll just throw it in the wash when I get it done, and go get some more ready. There you can see them getting ready. Look at that beautiful, beautiful beet juice. Now I'm just going to show you quick how easy these are to skin. Now I already did these. I just cut them and skinned them, but I'll show you here. Just cutting off the ends. Oops. And make sure you use gloves or your hands will be purple for a long time. But see, look at how the skins just peel right off. Just like that. It is so easy. It saves you so much time. And then when I get these all skinned, now that they're cool, I'm just going to cube them up and put them in the jars. For the brine, you're going to use the juice that you cook the beets in. Look at the color on that. Isn't that beautiful? And then we add vinegar and sugar. Now, I'm doing for a bushel now. I'll give you the amounts for doing a bushel, but then I'll give you the amounts down in the description below for doing a much smaller and more manageable amount. You add allspice berries. And these are the berries, not ground allspice. You want the berries. And you add a bunch of those. Once again, I'll give you the recipe. And vinegar, a little pepper, and that's about it. And we're going to bring this to a boil. Make sure our sugar is all dissolved. And it's a good strong brine. And then I will go and pack the jars, and we'll start processing. Filled. I put the brine in. I put my lids on and bands per the manufacturer's instructions. I follow balls and I put them in, and we're going to lower them down and start processing. Bring this to a boil and for 10 minutes. Look at all that. So 37 pints and 4 quarts later, here we go. That's a bushel of beets. Aren't they beautiful? And of course I'm hearing the ping 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 of the lids going down that are a delight to every canner's ears. So you know what comes next. I gotta try them. So you know what comes next, the all-important taste test. Now, I always chill these and serve these cold. People can heat them up. Some people add a little cornstarch to them, make them like Harvard beets. They're really good that way too. Of course, I save the juice because that's how I make my pickled eggs. But I'll do a separate vid on that and show you how I do that. So, let's give it a shot. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. Oh, they smell good. Oh wow, those are good. They taste Moorish. Yummy. Really good. This is, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it takes some work to do these. Well, at least a bushel of them. You know, if you're only doing a few at home for dinner or a couple of dinners, you know, you just do a pan. It's not that bad a deal. You know, a bunch of beets will certainly do a nice dinner, and you can make them up this way, and it's not hard. I'm going to give you the recipe for just a single batch to make with a meal down in the description below. And of course, I will also give the canning recipe down in the description below as well. So you can do either size and adjust it down or up as you need. So that is Mike's mom's and my dad's spiced pickled red beets. So, hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking.